Greetings from CEPHER Publishing Group. I'm Dr. Stephen Pidgeon, and welcome to another edition of CEPHER Moments. While you have a moment, let's take a moment and discuss one of the words that apparently has come into controversy, which is the word apostasy. Apostasy, often interpreted in 2 Thessalonians as falling away. Now let's start with that passage, if we might, okay? This is 2 Thessalonians, or Thessalonikim Sheni, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. And of course, one of the most prophetic passages written by Paul in his entire ministry, predicting the coming of the lawless one. But let's listen to the language a bit. We beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, nor be troubled, neither by ruach, nor by word, nor by CEPHER as from us, as that the day of Yahweh is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin should be revealed, the son of perdition. The man of sin and the son of perdition. Okay, now the phrase of falling away, this is a translation of the word apostasia in the Greek, apostasia, which is Strong's G646. A lot of people ask me, well, why do you use Strong's, Steve? Why don't you use the Thayer's lexicon or something like this? Well, if you look at Thayer's, you'll see that it's organized by Strong's numbers. So we kind of use Strong's to give us a guide point, all right? Now, so apostasy says, well, it means defection from the truth, according to Strong's, or a defection from the state, or the state of things, the status quo, if you will, defection from the status quo, and means falling away or to forsake. All right, well, let's take a look and continue to look, because what we find is that apostasia is actually a feminine version of the masculine word apostasian, Strong's G647. Now, apostasian is an interesting word. It means to remove, i.e., to instigate or to revolt, to desist, to desert from, to depart, to draw or fall away, to refrain or to withdraw. Well, okay, yeah, I mean, that's its meaning, but let's take a look at some of its application, because we can see it in the Gospels. For instance, in Matthew 5:31-32, it has been said, whosoever shall put away his woman, let him give her a writing of divorcement. Now, a writing of divorcement in the Greek is this word apostasian. So the apostasian is a writing or a certificate of divorce. But I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his woman, saving for the cause of fornication, and again, the Greek word there is porneia, which actually means whoredom, for all that the word whoredom would encompass, and causes her to break wedlock. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced breaks wedlock. And again in Matthew 19, verses 6 through 9, wherefore they are no more two, but of one flesh. What therefore Yah has joined together, let no man put asunder. They say unto him, why did Moshe then command to give a writing of divorcement? And again, the Greek word there is apostasian, to put her away. And he said unto them, Moshe, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your women. But from the beginning, it was not so. Now, I'm going to talk about that phrase a little bit more in another video. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his woman, except to be for fornication, and again, the word there is porneia, which really means whoredom, and shall marry another, breaks wedlock. Many passages say commits adultery there. But we believe that the better interpretation of lo na'af, no adultery, is actually do not break wedlock. It's a higher standard. And whoso marries her, which is put away, breaks wedlock. And again, we find the same thing in Marcus 10 and 12. And in the book of Acts, at chapter 21, verse 21, and they are informed of you that you teach all the Yahudim which are among the other nations to forsake Moshe. That is to say, apostasia. So, you know, Paul was being accused of creating apostasia among the new believers, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the customs. And again, the Greek word for customs there is ethos. ethos, the source of ethics. Ethos, okay, the source of ethics. And to say forsake, you're teaching them to forsake Moshe. You're teaching them apostasia, is what it says in the Greek. All right? Well, of course, that isn't what Paul was teaching, but that's another story. Paul, the worker, was teaching. All right. However, let us consider the one passage is structured initially in the Hebrew, however, translated into the Greek in the Septuagint, that discusses divorce. This is in Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah 3:8. And I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Yashar'el broke wedlock, I had put her away and given her a CEPHER of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Yehudah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. Okay, now you see that you have this accusation here in Yirmiyahu 3:8 that Yashar'el was committing whoredom. And that not only was Yashar'el committing whoredom, but so was Yehudah committing whoredom. And Yah is the one that gives Yashar'el a certificate of divorce. When we review the Septuagint, the translation of the scripture from the Hebrew to the Greek by the 70s, sometime around 200 BC, we find this phrase CEPHER of divorce, translated as Biblion apostasian. Biblion apostasian. Okay? And then I set forth the phrase in Greek in the blog that you can read for yourself. So the Biblion apostasiam is a letter of divorcement, or a certificate of divorcement, or a CEPHER of divorcement. The apostasian. So really, what is this word apostasia? It's breaking wedlock, committing adultery, committing whoredom. That is how bad the apostasy is. So consider that when you're reading that passage in 2 Thessalonians 2. A prophetic passage indeed. Thank you so much, and blessings to you. We'll see you again.